In the previous episode, Josh and Arabindo learned how logarithms give the exponent, and were able to use that information to find out how long it takes from the amount of mold to increase by a factor of 1.5. In this episode, Josh and Arabindo picked their own factor to explore, 1,000,000.
Can you come up with your own factor that you want to find? How long it takes to increase by?
We should do 1,000,000. Let's try it out.
Do you want to do 1,000,000?
Yes.
Okay. How would you figure out 1,000,000? Why is log 3 of 1,000,000? Why is that going to give you?
Because it's you can rewrite it, if you put like an equal thing and just put, I don't know, x. This would be equal to
3 to the x.
3 to the x equals 1,000,000.
And why is that?
It's because that's what log is.
So a logarithm is what? How did we define it again?
It's like the opposite of.
So the bases are on the bottom for both of them. And then the answer for the exponential thing is the actual thing that you put on top for the base for the logarithm. And the answer for the logarithm is the exponent. The exponential.
The answer for the logarithm is the exponent.
Yep.
Okay, so if we plug this in,
I can do it.
you might not have enough space.
Wait, I can't even see it. Hold up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to count, I guess.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think that's good.
Okay.
Is it?
Check. I think you should check.
Could we check on the calculator somehow?
Yeah,
How
sure.
would we check on the
3
calculator?
to the million, but I don't think this has enough power.
3 to the million?
I mean, no, 3 to the 12.5.
Can you put it in?
There you go.
Can you plug in 3 to the 12.57? See if you get closer.
Yeah.
So can we write that in? Can you mark in your factor? Can you write it in your equations? Where does the 12.57 go in your equations?
This is 12.57. This is 12.57. And you gotta put an estimation sign now.
No, you can just do equals and write x equals. No, it's about 12.
Oh yeah, that is true.
In this lesson, the students figured out how to use logarithms to find the amount of hours it takes for the amount of mold to increase by a particular factor. They first explained that log base 3 of 10, which is about 2.1, is the number of hours it takes for the amount of mold to increase by a factor of 10. They then explained that log base 3 of 1.5, which is about 0.36, is the number of hours it takes for the amount of mold to increase by a factor of 1.5. Finally, in this episode, they explained that log base 3 of 1,000,000, which is about 12.57, is the number of hours it takes for the amount of mold to increase by a factor of 1,000,000. Over the past 2 lessons, the students have shown how a logarithm can represent 2 different things. It can represent the hour at which there is a certain amount of mold on the pizza, or it can represent the number of hours it takes for the amount of mold to increase by a certain factor. In the next lesson, they will continue to explore these 2 interpretations.